Fadeaway World The NBA season is already underway, and even though we're just getting started, some of the teams are already desperately trying to move some of their pieces to try and get better or prevent them from losing for free. We've seen some nice moves during the offseason, and the Phoenix Suns have already sent Eric Bledsoe to the Milwaukee Bucks in exchange of Greg Monroe and a couple of draft picks in one of the most important trades we're going to see this season. And even though there are going to be some other trades that may not have that much of an influence as this one had, we can still get a hold on to what's going to happen with some players that don't fit the team's long-term plans for this season. Today, we're going to let you know about some of the 5 trades that are most likely to happen pretty soon, so stay tuned if one of these players is a part of your favorite team. Point 5. Luol Deng mandatory credits Steve Michaluzza. Today Sports. Luol Deng and the Los Angeles Lakers have been engaging in buyout conversations for a very long time, but apparently the veteran small forward has no interest in that, so Los Angeles needs to find a team willing to take his terrible contract in order to make cap room for the summer when they try to pursue Paul George and LeBron James. So, in order to do that, the Lakers may actually have to part ways with one of their young assets to make the deal attractive, and with Julius Randle quickly losing playing time and value, they may pair both of them to get rid of Deng. Point 4. Mindaugas Kuzminskas. During the prior campaign, it seemed like the New York Knicks were really high in the Lithuanian forward, that was actually quite productive during some of the passages he was needed to step up due to injuries. Nonetheless, given the fact that Joakim Noah is set to return to the hardwood after his 20-game suspension is over, the Knickerbockers are poised to clear a roster spot in order to make room for the Frenchman, leaving Kuzminskas on an island as their lone tradable asset at the moment. Point 3. Derek Favors mandatory credits Steve Michaluzza. Today Sports. It's been a long time since we all thought Derek Favors was going to be a perennial all-star, and the injury-prone big guy has never been able to live up to the expectations and become a consistent and reliable player at Utah. Favors should still draw a lot of interest from contending spots, and considering the fact that he's set to become an unrestricted free agent and Utah isn't the most appealing destination for anybody, the Jazz may be smart to try and move him before he walks away from free a couple of months from now. Bobby Portis was one of the most hyped prospects during his rookie season, but his lack of consistency and poor defense made him lose a lot of playing time before his friendly rivalry for the starting PF spot escalated and he took a punch at Nikola Mirotic, seriously aggravating his teammate. Now, Mirotic's NBA stint seems to be pretty much done, as he's not even returning the team's calls, and that may be just what the Bulls needed to get rid of Portis. So, even though they just picked his option, that's just pretty much a stunt to prevent him from losing his value, but it feels like his time at the United Center is pretty much over. Yesterday, according to the Chicago Sun-Times, Bulls players side with Portis. According to several players, the ultimatum issued by Nikola Mirotic, either Bobby Portis goes or he goes, carries no weight. If anything, it has solidified Portis' standing with his teammates. One Bull even said, "This is Nico's problem now." Chicago Bulls front office will trade either Portis or Mirotic, and they have to decide very soon. Read more. 10 Uncle Drews in the NBA. 5 players that urgently need a 2K rating upgrade. Report. 1 young Laker is unlikely to remain with team. Jahlil Okafor hasn't been hesitant to show that he's nowhere near happy with his role in the Philadelphia 76ers, the team that hyped him and then sent him to the doghouse to make room for Dario Saric and Joel Embiid in the rotation, making him constantly rag DNPs despite his great offensive upside. Okafor should have several suitors, although he's set to become a free agent at the end of the season, so it's unlikely that anybody risks much for a 1-year rental on the big man. Still, and considering the Sixers rejected his buyout proposal, the Chicago Bulls and Atlanta Hawks have quietly emerged as low-key destinations for Okafor.